Just good morning everybody, my name is Joyce Foster. I live in Doncaster, but my part today is around, I'm a member of the Regional Community Panel, a part of the Yorkshire and Humber Empowerment Network, who are kind of the hosts and sponsors of today. So a very warm welcome. It's nice to see so many people from a really wide area able to make it with us today. There's about 19 of us now, probably we're coming up into the last year of the funding, but it's a group of people from all over the Yorkshire and Humber who are activists in their own different communities, getting involved in all kinds of different stuff and really very passionate about seeing what it is that we can do as individuals at helping to shape and shift things in the places where we live.
People who come are all members of community groups, so they're already active and involved in their own communities. Some are crime fighters in their communities, some are experienced members of Tenants and Residents Association. One or two are from bodies like Federation of Tenants Associations or New Deal. So a lot of them have got a lot of experience of getting organised in their own communities and trying to influence the kinds of decisions that affect their communities.
Most of these conferences are about finding solutions. This conference is no different, I guess, to the one we had last year. Very much about solutions, very much about a can-do approach, and very much about trying to enable or empower individuals who come along to these events to go back into their communities and continue to make a difference.
It's our community because we live in it, and the effects of it will hit us. So when those mining villages closed and I saw what had been taken away, we had to look and think, well, how can we bring that back in Marsh Farm? Or bring it back in Marsh Farm. It was never in Marsh Farm like it was in the coal villages. But how can you generate that? How can you generate that kind of community spirit, given that it's work related? We worked out that we could create roughly 100 jobs on Marsh Farm, providing those enterprise places for people who have never worked before.
As part of my role, I support the 3 local forums, which is Park Community Action, Wyburn Skyage Action Group and Manor Assembly.
I'm Jane Sandell, I'm the chairperson of our local TARA, I'm the coordinator of our local neighbourhood watch. I'm also a Doncaster Federation member, Standing Joint Committee member, and this is the first one that I've been to. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Maureen Tennyson. It's been extremely heated. We've got views from all over the area and quite a bit of anger actually and frustration, particularly around the media and how the media can make or break an area. So we moved on then to talk about how to actually have power and influence, accepting that the media is not usually the way forward.
One of these questions that we want to explore today is how we create communities where people feel included and connected. In other words, what is a powerful and influential community?
I came before to some of the other events that they ran, but they were aimed more at community workers, and for this one I was looking forward to coming to it to meet up with other people from different community groups who had various experience of their own, some that we could kind of swap ideas with for things to go next. We've only really been in place for about a year and we wanted just to meet with others because we've been kind of battling our corner a bit and just trying to get a voice heard, and we're looking forward to hearing of examples like the Marsh Farm thing that was quoted, that, for ideas that we can take back to other people.
I've really enjoyed today. It's made me feel really reinvigorated about the work I do. I think quite often when you're a community activist you can get tired and worn down by the constant barriers that you face, and actually meeting other people and having the opportunity to discuss with them and actually celebrate their successes with them has really given me some energy back. So I've really appreciated it from that point of view.
I've been interested in this discussion because we were looking at the health issues related to someone who is isolated.
Yeah, we've just had a discussion about like the case study, David. What would you do to empower him, and if you think he's empowered or disempowered, and the sort of things that you could put in place to help someone like David.
And based on what they wrote, we thought that it would be a good idea for them to decide how they can empower David.
And we've had lots of ideas on how to deal with David and getting him back out into the community, getting him motivated.
It's not about a medical approach or a clinical approach. It's very often a social solution that's needed. It's about involving people in social activities, coming along to a drop-in, just sitting and getting on a computer so someone can help you when you're out of it.
I would love to see that the older people get more support, and they do not get the support according to their need. Also, there isn't enough organisation who can involve or do involve elderly people. There may be one or two odd members, but nothing being done for them. People living longer and they are here to stay, and we need more help. When you're older, you've been isolated.
Feedback is so important. What we've learned from today, I personally do not want to walk away from this event without having the feedback on all of the issues that have been discussed with so many people within this room today.
Yeah, we had a discussion about what works, basically, what sort of things we could do to make work, and we were talking about the importance of transparency and honesty in the exchange, in terms of if you're looking to engage people, they need to feel confident that it's transparent, that it's honest, and that they are going to get a response to what they're in.
Partnership working being extremely influential when it's done well. Any sort of multi-agency work seems to work quite well for people.
We sort of started off in some ways sort of discussing the difference between urban communities and the actual city council structure compared with the unitary authority structure in district councils and parish councils and things, which really taught us that you need to have an understanding of that to understand who it is you're trying to influence. Then we talked about some commonalities, that there are common issues in different areas.
And some of that was about how communities feel when they've been constantly consulted, yeah, and no information comes back. So you've got a group of experts that come to so-called experts that come to a community and say, right, can you give us a bit of information or share whatever, but none of that is really put into practice. Another main theme that was coming across, which again was referred to this morning, is about the importance of when there is an issue in the communities, that if you engage those communities and get them to come up with the solutions, they will work far better than against somebody else coming in and imposing their own.
And it was that thing about not forgetting that we are all individuals. It's all right grouping us together as a community, but somebody's bigger problem, it might be a smaller problem that needs addressing that would empower them easier. And we started on the road of helping people through the process. You know, what do people need to do to get to an end result? And I think what we all agreed was that you maybe need to challenge the process, because we're all following the same rules, we're all doing what we're expected to do. Organisations should be audited by the community itself.
Empowering people from we empower people from all walks of lives, pulls, skills and working together.
It's always nice to meet people from different areas and share ideas and an opportunity to take time out from the sort of constant barrage of things that you've got to do.
It's been a long day. These things always are. Lots of talking, as always. People would say I'm never quiet. Lots of talking, but it's been really good. Lots of networking, and I'm just looking forward to a nice cup of tea.